So, you want to make money in crypto? Well, today I'm going to be talking about one of the most undervalued categories of crypto altcoins, crypto gaming, Web3 gaming. There are so many great opportunities in Web3 gaming to make big gains this year. So today I'm going to be talking about the top Web3 games on Solana that you can play now. So I'm looking at games that have a product out now, maybe not the full thing, but at least a beta version where you have people playing it now. A lot of these projects have tokens that are way undervalued or that got crushed over the crypto winter and they have not bounced back yet. I think that this is a category where you can make huge gains. Unlike Memecoins, unlike some of the layer ones, some of the DeFi projects, gaming has yet to pump. All the tokens I'm going to be introducing you to in today's video have not pumped yet, are way undervalued, and have huge potential. I'm Milton, and this is another Cryptowise video for you. All right, guys, before I dive into today's gaming projects, make sure that you have smashed that like button. Today's video is totally free for you, free crypto alpha for you. But all you got to do in return is smash that like button for me to help other people find Cryptowise. And if you're not a subscriber of the channel already, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you are notified every time Cryptowise drops a new video. And of course, follow me over on X. Okay, without further ado, let's get into some Web3 gaming. All the games I'm talking about today are on the Solana blockchain. As much as I love Sui, Polkadot, and other networks that I think are going to do great this cycle, this is still Solana's time. I still think that Solana is going to be the big winner in this bull run, meaning that all the dApps, DeFi, and gaming on Solana will get the most attention. And compared to the Solana meme coins, gaming has not had any attention yet, but there are some really great opportunities in Solana gaming. So these games are based on a thread that Solana put out a little while ago. These are 10 games that you can play today. So I'm focusing on projects that have launched either a beta version or a full version that you can play today. Now, if you were in the last cycle with us at Cryptowise, you know that gaming was huge last cycle. We had big breakout games like Axie Infinity. Look at this chart from the last bull run. Okay, Axie is still at $6.68 today, but that is nothing compared to where it was at the peak of the last bull run. If we look in 2021, mid-2021, Axie Infinity was going crazy. It was one of the few Web3 games that you could play at that time. The price hit over $150. It was insane. And because of that, a ton of other Web3 games got huge price gains. A ton of games launched, tokens that went crazy. But most of those games weren't out. They were all potential at the time, but they still did really well from an investment token standpoint. Well, a lot of the games that we're talking about today were those games that launched in the last cycle, did not have a product yet, but have survived crypto winter and have been launching products. But the token has not bounced back yet. As you'll see, a lot of these are very undervalued to where they were last cycle, and are definitely undervalued based on the fact that now they have an actual product for people to play, whereas before they had nothing. So there is a good chance that if their product catches on, their token will skyrocket as this bull run heats up. All right, let's jump right in. The first game I'm going to be talking about is the Aurora project game, Seekers of Token. So Aurora project, that was a big gaming project that came out last cycle, did really well, and then totally tanked in the last bull run. Well, they have launched this game, Seekers of Token. It's really their first actual product that's out there that you can try, that you can play. It's going to be one of many games that they put out. It's a free-to-play adventure creature collection game. Think about it as kind of like a Pokemon type of game. Check them out at aurora.io. Get to play this game. A lot of the games today that I'm going to be talking about, I don't actually play them, but I have talked to gamers who have played them. Usually that's how I like to do my research, is talk to the people who are actually using the game so they can tell me what they think of it. But for me, I am just interested in these projects as investments, knowing that Web3 gaming will take off at some point, but also knowing that in a crypto bull run, gaming speculation goes crazy especially once one game becomes super successful and does really well, then you get a lot of other games. Their tokens go crazy in price. So as we look at the Aurora token, it's the AURY token, AURY. It's sitting at just under 23 cents right now, but look at the all-time chart. This is what I was talking about the last cycle. Aurora came out in the last cycle. Look where gaming was. The height around gaming was crazy. You had a price token at just under $22, and now it's down at 23 cents. So do I think it's going to go back up to $23? No, but does it need to for big gains? No, it doesn't. Its market cap right now is at only $15 million, fully diluted at only 23 million. So I definitely think there's room to grow here for Aurora. And because this is one of the big gaming tokens of the last cycle, it's on a couple of the big exchanges. You can find it on Bybit and on KuCoin, and a lot of the dexes on Solana. Again, these are all Solana games I'm going to be talking about today. So you can find all these tokens in the Solana dexes for sure. Okay, moving along. The next game to talk about on Solana is Photo Finish. Now, if you watch Cryptowise, if you've been watching Cryptowise for a while, you know that this is one of my favorite game projects in all of crypto. I've made a bunch of videos on Photo Finish, talk a lot about it on X, and I talk a lot about their token Crown. Photo Finish is a horse racing ecosystem. It's actually, in my opinion, the digital horse racing ecosystem. I don't think anyone's going to be able to compete with them. Unlike all the other games I'll talk about today, this is one I actually do play. I'm involved in the game. I've been playing it since its launch, so I know it really well. To me, there is no better example in all of crypto gaming in terms of what crypto gaming can be than Photo Finish. I think it's an amazing product, and I think the Crown token is criminally undervalued at just under 28 cents. So like many of these games, and I'll talk about different tokens for each of the games, but most crypto games will have two tokens. There'll be a utility token that's used in-game, but then there's a governance token. The Crown token for Photo Finish, that's their governance token. I like Crown because you can basically stake Crown in Photo Finish and you get part of the revenue from the racetracks. So it's a great passive income crypto alt own. Unlike some of the other games that I'll be talking about today, they did not launch their token in the last bull run. So this is their all-time chart here, but their all-time high actually came in the bear market. So they didn't launch the token until 3. It did really, really well. It hit almost $2, and then it crashed from there, and now it's sitting at 28 cents. In my mind, criminally undervalued. It's got a market cap of 50 million, fully diluted of about 70 million. Pretty much the whole Crown supply, which is a fixed supply, will be out there as of March 2025. One of the reasons this token is so undervalued is that it's not on any of the major exchanges yet. It's got very, very low liquidity compared to the massive potential it has as a project. Anyway, I'll be doing lots of videos about Photo Finish in the future, but know that out of all the games I'm talking about today, this is the one that I own the most of, that I'm the most bullish on, and that's for many different reasons. Okay, moving along, the third game we got to talk about is Star Atlas. If you were around in the last cycle, you probably heard of Star Atlas. This was huge last cycle. Everyone talked about this as being the next big thing, crypto gaming. This was going to put gaming on the map. It's kind of like Star Wars. It's building a whole world, a whole sci-fi world. It's a very ambitious project, but it's got amazing people behind it. And even though they got crushed last cycle, especially by the FTX bankruptcy, where they lost a ton of money, they had to do a ton of layoffs over the crypto winter. They survived, they've been building. And as this bull run goes, I think they're going to be able to generate a lot more revenue, get through this hard time, and perhaps fulfill the potential that they showed a couple of years ago. So Star Atlas as well has two tokens. They've got the Atlas token, which is the in-game utility token. That's down almost 96% from its all-time high. It's got a market cap of about 63 million right now, fully diluted of about 130 million. So this is a token that in-game you would need to trade, to buy the NFTs, to play the game. One thing to keep in mind is apparently last year, the in-token economics of Star Atlas in 2024 was about 21 million. Not too bad for a very down year for crypto gaming. If we see gaming take off, this game could really generate a lot of income to put back into the game and see the tokens really gain in price. we have been seeing some momentum in the last while. So even though the all-time chart is down, we have seen periods of higher volume and some price action here in Star Atlas. But from its all-time high from the last cycle, this is way, way down still. And that's why I like these as very high risk, high reward plays in crypto, is crypto gaming. You got to try to go where the trend is going. You can't always just invest in the hot trend at the time. In crypto, a lot of your gains will be made guessing what the next big trend will be. And because Web3 gaming is down right now, I think there is a lot of potential for gains. Star Atlas is one of those projects that could be really big this cycle. The other token that's in that world is their governance token. It's the Star Atlas DAO token. It's the Polis token, P-O-L-I-S. It's sitting at about 18 cents, 18, 19 cents right now, market cap of 50 million, fully diluted about 68 million. Normally, I like to invest in the DAO token, in the governance tokens of these games. I do think that eventually that's where the most value accrues, but every game is different, and you can make your own decision as to whether you want to invest in the governance token or the gameplay token. It's really hard to know which is going to have more value. Now, for something like Photo Finish, it's totally easy because their in-game token, the Derby token, that's basically a stable coin that the value of it doesn't change. So really, if you're looking to speculate on some upside, you got to go with the Crown token in that case. Every game is different. After Star Atlas, we've got Genopets. Genopets, really interesting concept. Basically, you create this character, and the health of your character is based on your own in real life activity. So on your phone, that will track your steps in the game. And the more steps you do, then the more health and tokens that you earn. Pretty interesting concept. Again, this one was launched last bull cycle and has pretty much the same chart as Star Atlas, where it went parabolic last cycle, crashed, and has been dead ever since pretty much. But the project's alive. It's something you can play right now. So if gaming takes off, this could also take off. Again, very high potential upside for these projects in that you can see that there's very little volume going on right now, very little activity in terms of price action. So you might be getting these projects at their low. But if you look at the last month, it's actually up at the last month. So we are seeing some signs of life in these projects. But if you zoom out, so far to go to get anywhere close to the last all-time high. Even if these projects don't hit their last all-time high, there's still some potential upside in them. The next game I want to talk about is Paravox, another Solana game. This one is available on Epic Games, as is Star Atlas and some of these other games. Epic Games is a very popular gaming platform where people can download different games, not just crypto games, but a whole bunch of just regular games. As you can see, some Fortnite games here, some EA Sports games on here, Grand Theft Auto. So Epic Games, it's a very popular platform for gamers. So it's a big deal that we're seeing more and more crypto games on here. The next game I want to talk about is, so this is actually a small gaming studio. The game that they have out right now is Racer 1, basically a racing game. They've got other games that they're going to be launching as well in their Mix Mob universe. And their token is the XM token Max. Again, their chart looks very much like these other games that I'm talking about, except for the fact that their token came out just this past summer. So they're a newer project. They weren't around last cycle. Tiny market cap, under 3 million, fully diluted, under 9 million. So again, high reward, high risk. These could definitely go to zero, especially a small game, small gaming studio. There's so much competition. If they fail, this will go to zero. But if they succeed, there is huge upside in these. This one is available again on Bybit and KuCoin and on most of the Solana dexes. Very low volume in this token right now. You can see it did have a little pump here just around Christmas, so not sure what happened there. Maybe they announced some news or something. But from its launch, it is way down. All right, next game to talk about. And guys, these aren't in any specific order. This one here would actually be one of my favorite plays of the ones that I'm talking about. At the end of today's video, I'll definitely let you know on what my favorite opportunities are of these games. And again, I don't play most of them, but I've heard great things about Nine Heroes from gamer friends of mine who have been playing it and say it is really fun, really addictive. and a really good example of what crypto gaming can be. Nyan heroes basically are little cats that you put in these big kind of robot soldier outfits. There are different kind of robot bodies that you can inhabit as your cat, and then you basically fight other cats. Again, haven't played it myself, but I hear really great things about it. Apparently, it is a really high quality gameplay, and the graphics are amazing. So Nyan is the token for Nyan Heroes, NYAN. It is, again, a newer token. So the chart only shows from June of 2024. It wasn't around past cycle. Again, down from where it launched, but it did have pretty big pump in early December, up to 15 cents. It's down now at under 9 cents. But as you can see, that, pretty good activity for a newer game. The volume is at about 3 million 24-hour volume, which is pretty great for a market cap of only 8 million. Now, the fully diluted market cap on this one is 85 million. So beware of that, although the vesting is, but if we look at the chart here, a lot of the tokens don't come out until at least summer of 2025. So I do think that there's room for this to pump over the next few months. If we do see a rotation into gaming tokens, this one could be a good play for sure. All right, next one to mention is the Backwoods. Their beta is now live. Again, not something that I've played. I won't go too much into this one, but thought it was worth mentioning in this video. Another one that I'll just quickly touch on is Portals. They call themselves the Roblox of Web3, where you can create, play, and monetize right from your browser. They say it's like Little Big Planet meets VR chat. Create your own levels, games, and worlds with our intuitive game engine. So this is one that's been around for a while too. They do have some NFTs on Magic Eden. These are the Portals collections here. There's Portals, Portals loot boxes, Portals inventory. So a lot of these Solana games, if they do have NFTs attached to them, you'll be able to find those on Magic Eden. But moving on to the next game I want to talk about, it's BR1 Infinite. This is the world's first pay-to-spawn, kill-to-earn shooter game. This is one that I think actually does have a lot of potential in that it's a tiny game studio that created this called Bravo Ready Games. Their token for their gaming studio is the Ready token, and this one is very new and very tiny. A market cap of only 1.5 million, fully diluted under 7 million. And they've already got a working game out. This was an official launch partner of Ape Terminal. They've got some really great partners here: Solana Ventures, Aptos, Big Brain Holdings, Magic Eden. They've got a bunch of games that they're working on, but the BR1 Infinite is the one that you can play now. I've heard good things about it from my gamer friends. So anyway, in terms of potential upside, again, this one is a tiny market cap. It's new. So I definitely think it's one to keep your eye on. Last one I'll mention is Colony, at Parallel Colony on X. It's the world's first AI agent game. As you know, AI agents are very popular, so this could be an interesting subgenre of AI in crypto, is AI agent games. So check out Colony if you're interested in seeing what that's all about. All right, guys, those are 10 games to check out on Solana right now. My overall thesis with gaming, as I said, I'm not a gamer, so I'm not going to be playing all of these. I love gambling. I'm a bit of a degen when it comes to gambling. I've always loved horse racing, so I'm really into photo finish games. Can't speak highly enough about it. I love it. Most of these other games I'll probably never play, but I do like doing some speculative investments. I think Web3 gaming is going to be huge. Out of these, the ones for me in terms of a speculative play from an investment standpoint, Star Atlas, just because it had so much hype last cycle and that it's still around. I do think that it could find more hype this cycle. Nyan Heroes, just because I hear from my gaming friends that it is such high quality gameplay. The graphics are awesome. It's new. I think it could do really, really well. And then the last one for me, in terms of the top picks of these ones that I've talked about, would be BR1 Infinite, but more specifically the Ready token for Bravo Ready Games. Very low market cap, which I really like. So in terms of kind of one of my crypto Hail Marys this cycle, I like Ready as one that has a lot of potential. All right, guys, that has been today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Follow me over on X at Cryptowise, guys, and make sure that you comment on the video. Let me know. Give me some feedback. What do you want me to talk about more on the channel? I'm always reading the comments, so let me know. What are your altcoins that you want me to talk about on Cryptowise? All right, guys, until next time, I'm Milton saying over and out.